Hello, everyone, and welcome to Truth Platform. I'm Shay,
And I'm Jay.
and today we're going to be talking about access denied and what does it mean to have your access denied from something. Um, for me, I looked up the definition, and that definition is to approach or enter into something. uh, the noun, and the verb is to approach or enter. The literary term is to obtain or retrieve. So basically, to allow access means to allow a person to invade your space, your privacy, and or your life. So with that, we have to protect ourselves mentally, physically, and spiritually, and we're going to get to that in just a little bit. But a lot of times we have to stop allowing people to have access to us, excuse me, who really don't need to have access to us. It's kind of like, you go to the computer, you log on to the computer, and it says you have to have permission in order to gain access to a certain website or something like that. And it gives you an error message and it says access denied. So you have to have permission. So in order for someone to invade your space, invade your privacy, or something like that, you actually have to give that person permission in order to invade your space or your privacy. It's like you are the server, so you have to keep the negative people and the negative energy out your life and surround yourself with those positive people. Excuse me. Basically, those people who can speak into your life, those people who can pick you up when you're down, the people who can pray for you, when you need prayer or whatever the case may be. So Jesus told us that in John 14:6, he said, I am the way, the truth, and the life, and no man cometh unto the Father but by me. So we have to stop giving unworthy people access to us. It is time to say access denied. Okay? In order for someone to gain access to you, they must first have to ask your permission, as I stated before. So my question is, what kind of error messages are we giving out? So, what kind of error messages are we giving out? We have to look at how we allow people to access us. So I'm going to give you an example. Here's an example. We're going to use our apps on our phone for an example. And for each thing, I'm going to give you another example. So, take your photos for example. In order for Facebook or whatever app to have access to your photos, you first have to do what? Grant permission for them in order to do it. So let's say photos is our emotional side. That's the access point for us. And we want to say like Google Maps or your maps, you have to access your location. So location is basically going to be your physical access. Your contacts is your mental access, and your microphone is your spiritual access. I don't know if y'all call it that or not. But we have to stop allowing access to those who don't deserve to have access in our life. These are ways that we allow our apps, the different apps and stuff that we use to have access to us. We have our phones, so we have the choice to allow or deny access to any app or any person doing that. So now for me, allowing access is something that's very limited to me because of some of the things that I have dealt with in the past, some of the things that I have actually been through in the past. So I myself personally don't allow a lot of access to me. My thing is I say, I gotta protect my peace, and that's my main thing. So we as human beings have to stop allowing access. So Jay, what you think about that?
Well, it's funny that you brought up about the protect your peace because that's what's been ringing in me all day. There comes a point in time when given access to negative people that take advantage of take advantage of you spiritually, you gotta cut ties with that,
right?
Because you have to get to the point where you realize that your peace is just about all that you got, and if you don't got peace, you got chaos,
right?
And one thing that comes to mind is whenever an animal it could be any animal, is pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
First off, the animal starts shying itself away from other animals or any kind of danger. Some animals even bury themselves under the ground so that different animals and enemies won't have access to them or their baby. And so whenever you are carrying something spiritually, you have to make sure that you protect your peace and protect yourself spiritually at all costs, because the enemy is going to do exactly what he is designed to do: kill, steal, and to destroy.
Right.
And if you give people that don't mean you no good access to you spiritually, the devil is going to use them to do just those three things. That's what he's designed to do. And if you don't continue to protect yourself, you set yourself up to fail.
Right. That's what I was saying. Well, we can't allow people to have access to us. We have to have those people, that can pray for us. It's like my thing say right there. Life isn't about surviving the storm. It's about learning how to dance in the rain. So if in fact you do encounter those people who you do give access to, sometimes you have to go back and, okay, so let me limit this. You have the control. You have control over it. So if they don't stay in the place where they're going to give you complete access, or you giving them complete access, like I said back here, with your photos, that's your emotional access. Your location, that's your physical access. Your contacts, that's your mental access. Your microphone is your spiritual access. Then you have to give people permission, not only people, places, or things permission to have access to you. So when are we going to say access denied?
Right.
We have to stop them. Just like I used an example earlier. You can't just go to any website and click on that website and say, oh, I'm going to go on this website. No. You have to first have permission to do that. So that's what we have to do.
That's right.